we're going on an adventure. What's going on? Rob here and my godson Alonzo over here. We're trying to find Fort Campbell campground, but we had to drive off of the base here. So we're on Airborne Division Road right now, looking for Fort Campbell campground, and there's supposed to be Lake Taal, so we're gonna try to attempt to find Lake Taal. A lot of reviews say there's no more Lake Taal, T-A-A-L, so we're gonna be on an adventure looking for that also. I'll let you know when we get to the campground. All right, so the road we're driving on says blast area off limits. See, danger, explosive blast area off limits to personnel, but this is the only way to get to the campground. Okay, there's Fort Campbell paintball, so they have a paintball area also, but apparently we may hear some explosions while we're out here. Is that okay, Alonzo? As long as they're not us, right? Okay, I think we should have took the other one. This is Camp Hissich pre-ranger course. That's the one we should have been on, I believe. So let me back out of here because we're not going to Airborne Ranger course. I don't even think I earned that what those guys go through. So we had to make a hard left, and this is the camp right here. This way, this is the campground here. That was Ranger School, Ranger course back there. All right, it says bridge out ahead. Wow, this isn't going too good so far. All right, we're 1 minute away from Fletcher's Fork RV Park and Cabins. We're coming through the woods.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
So in a quarter mile, our destination will be on the left. So there's a cabin up here already. There's a little lake and a stream down here, so we should be by a stream and a lake, but it's opening up. You see the sunshine and you see the RVs over here. So we're gonna take a walk and look at, oh look at, there's the cabins, Alonzo. You can rent those cabins. All the cabins out here, so that's pretty cool. And then there's the RVs right there. This is the Skeet Range Cabins, Fletcher's Fort Campground, and the bridge definitely is out ahead. There's the Creekside Pavilion. So no tanks and nothing can go over that way. So there's a little wood bridge we could walk over there. So oh, I can't go straight ahead either. So let's find a parking spot. You want to find a parking spot and get out?
Okay.
They do have full hookups, water, sewer, electricity. They have full hookups. I wish we could see the inside of a cabin. Restrooms are for RV guests only. Luxury cabin, that's a luxury cabin there. Those are luxury cabins. Okay. Says restrooms are locked right now. Well, let's check it out. We'll park back over here somewhere, Alonzo. It looks like nobody's parked over here. Parking cabin number 1. We'll just park right here and leave the car. Alright, so here's the cabins that you can rent at Fort Campbell. They are pretty nice. There was no cars in any of them right here, so that's why I just parked in this one right here. Although it says overflow parking. Here's a cabin right here. These are pretty awesome, tiny cabins, but check this out. This is what makes it luxury. Dun dun dun! They have air conditioning in these cabins. These are luxury cabins because they have air conditioning. Hear the helicopters over here? Come on, Alonzo, let's go look at the bathrooms. Then we're gonna go look for the creek. There's a helicopter right up there flying. Car is locked. Hopefully nobody's in that cabin. Sprinklers in there. Wow, there's cabins all the way down to the bridge. Now these are the bathrooms. Oh, I think you need a key code to get in. Restrooms are for RV park guests only. RV guests may obtain the security code through the outdoor recreation area. Do not leave the door open with rocks or anything else. So there's no way we could see these. This would be the woman anyway, so the other side will be the men. You know what's kind of bad, because if you're at a park, anybody, well, I guess they're paying to be here, so they got to be maintained and cleaner. So there should be some porta potties around also. So this right here would be the restroom, but they do have a security code, and they should not be propped open, so they are locked. Okay, so let's go check out the bridge. There's a bridge. Let's go this way over here. See, this right here has full hookups. In our van, we don't got sewer, but we have access to hook up the water and the electricity in our Chevy Express 1500. So they have split system air conditioners, but it's a permanent mount on the back of the van. So we would actually have to be able to have air conditioners in our van over here. Look at this one. The whole back side of this RV comes down, opens up. So there's a creek over here and there's a wood bridge. You want to go on the wood bridge?
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go check out the wood bridge. That is awesome. On the side of their RV right there, there's a map of the United States and a map of Canada. I think that's Canada. And they have painted in every state they have been already.
Yeah, Canada.
That is super cool. That's Canada?
Yeah, Canada.
I don't even, oh, it's blocked off. We can't even go across that bridge. It's blocked off over there. Let's see what we can find over here. There should be a creek over here. Yes, there's a creek over here. You know me, I love looking at creeks, but believe it or not, I haven't seen any turtles over here. Oh, look at, it's stagnant water. Step up here, Alonso, and this, you can stand on this right here. Oh, you heard something jump? Or did you throw something?
I didn't
Look, stand on this. Look at, it's all stagnant water here. There's turtles. Oh, they just jumped in the water. The turtles got scared. They just jumped in the water over there. Remember I told you I haven't seen any turtles here yet? That's what jumped in the water, the turtles.
Oh.
This is a very stagnant creek, ain't it?
Yeah.
And there's no way to kind of get into fish. You have to have boots on to get into fish over here unless you fish off of the bridge. Dun, dun, dun. The bridge you're not supposed to go on. All right, let's see if we can find another place to fish. There were some pretty big turtles that jumped off of right there, sitting right on the edge, and they jumped in. But look at underneath the walking bridge, the wood bridge is broken. So that's why I bet you can't go on this one. So look at, there's something swimming in the water right over there. See the water dispersing? Something swimming right over there. Let's go look on the other side. All right, the road is closed, and that was a wood bridge. But you can kind of see the stagnant water here. We're not going to go on the wood. We're just going to stay right here. A bunch of stagnant water in there. You know me, I'm itching to fish it. But over there, there's another kind of dam that's flowing this way. There's a turtle underwater. You can see it just stuck its head up. You see the turtle? He just stuck its head up. See him?
Yeah.
He's swimming. That's a turtle. I said before at the other lake that we couldn't see any turtles. So let's go around. There's more benches that we can stand on over here to see more in the water. All right, so we're at Creekside Pavilion. The grass is maintained everywhere except at the creek. And right now, I got chigger bites all over from my knees down from fishing the other lake. But I go kind of as far as I can with 2 torn tendons and a bum shoulder to try to be able to get out. I'm not as adventurous before, but if you get chigger bites, oh, they itch 10 times worse than mosquito bites for a longer time than a mosquito bite. This is my big question is, how do you get across over there if the bridge is out? I'm gonna have to ask somebody. Now this vegetation is all throughout the creek. I don't know what kind of vegetation that is, but it's as far down as you can, and they have it dammed off in a lot of places. So here's a place that we could actually see, because they actually cut the grass all the way to the dam right here. And there's something to open up if they want more water to come out. Look at that, they could open that up right there. But you can see completely in right here where it's dammed off at. So this is pretty cool. A little fish swimming around. You see any crayfish? I see little baby fish. See, there's a whole bunch of little baby fish here. A whole bunch of little baby fish looking at me. There's a bigger fish right there. I don't see any crayfish. So they go underneath the rocks. They're going underneath the rocks. This is like they feed this stream in this creek. They put a lot of trout in it, but a lot of anglers say that you could really just catch it with trout chum. See, little fish swimming. I have something for them though. I have the smallest little hooks that I could find to try to pull up a fish. Let's go see around here. Then I gotta try to find Tall Lake. No, we're gonna put it in the GPS. Okay, so this is the pavilion right here. There's the campground. there's the bridges you can't cross, so I gotta find out how to get across. They have to have a way to get across because there's play sets on the other side. There's a guy out there taking pictures of everything all around over there. This is beautiful. Do you like it, Iwanton?
Yeah.
It is hot out there. The sun hits hotter in Tennessee and Kentucky. It's 77 degrees, but it is hot. So these are the air-conditioned luxury cabins, and those are the other ones. So I gotta do some homework when I get home so we can find out how much those cabins cost. So when an RV park, normally the traffic goes one way because you're able to get out, but nobody's moving here. And I just showed my godson what the brown pipes coming out of the RVs are for. What are they for?
The poop goes underground.
The poop. We're going to Lake Tall now. It's 8 minutes away, and we're gonna see if there's a lake there. All right, so we're headed back out going to Lake Tall, but the blasting area is actually on the other side of that fence right here. That's the blasting area. But here's one thing about Fort Campbell that people don't know, and I'm gonna do a separate video on, is there is a lot, apparently a lot, and you have to, if you're a fisherman, a hunter, or somebody in the ATV, you have to take a safety course because there's unexploded devices all over the base, and you have to contact EOD if you come upon one, and don't touch it. Retreat, call them, and don't let anybody else go in the area. So a lot of people didn't know that. This is pretty cool, driving on the army base. You don't see that every day. Always training, always ready. This is pretty neat. That's where like air base is right there, and then the trail's coming up right here. It's called the Smokehouse. There was an MP blocking the road over there, so we definitely couldn't go there. Smokehouse Restaurant, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. That's Sportsman's Lane, and then the next road coming up should be Lake Tall. Bless you, bless you, bless you. And it's called Tall Trail, but it says Perimeter Road up there, but Tall Trail down here.